Okay, jumped a little soon. Scared myself. Oh, I messed up. Okay. I'm getting too fancy for my own good, so let's ease it back a little bit. Hey everyone, Chris here again for Upmost Games. We're back in Sonic Adventure. If you remember last time, we did some snowboarding, some Knuckles and Chaos beating up, and got shot down immediately. Like, just immediately. So now we're back in Station Square. We landed, and oh god. Not long enough. Not long enough. I can't stand it. My ears are bleeding already. Ugh. Make me. So, so this reminds me a bit of a kind of a funny thing that happened to me not a long time ago, but back in 2014, I think. I went to GDC, the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco, and I was there, and I was hanging out, and I was having a good time by myself, all alone. And I went and I saw some cool things. I met not John. I don't know. Is it Romero? John Romero, the guy who did Doom, not Carmack, but the other designer guy that was with him. I met him, and he was kind of cool and like a rock star kind of way, I guess. But there was also this really funny game show that they had just set up in one of the lobbies, where you get like contestants of 3 and all that, and they go up there. And I was wearing my Sonic and Knuckles shirt on there, and they didn't realize it, but I was up there, and I picked the category of Sega games and such things. And first off, I never grew up with a Sega. Like, the fact that I love Sonic is just an anomaly to me, based on how little I had access to it when I was growing up initially. But so they're asking questions and stuff like that, and they asked me a couple random ones, like, what was Sonic's initial code name? And everyone in the crowd was like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, Mr. Needlemouse. And they're like, correct! And everyone's like, what the hell? And things like that. And they went over a couple different ones. I think they asked, like, what game did Knuckles first appear in, and things like that. Things I was able to, because I played at a certain point, I played the Sega Ultimate Genesis Collection. I was able to get away with. That was kind of funny. Oh, you dicks. So they asked me one question, just to loop back with the topic I originally wanted. You stupid monkey jerks. They asked me a question. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't happen. But they asked me a question. That sucks. I was gonna try and do a no death run. That's upsetting. Come back. Okay. Well, I don't want you anyways. You were the one I died in. Anyways, they asked me a question, and they were like, "Who is Sonic's girlfriend?" And I was like, I know who you want me to say. Like, I know exactly which character you want me to say is his girlfriend. But I'm more of a fan of the Sat-Am Sonic games, and I think I went over this plenty of times in during my Sonic Forces playthrough and stuff like that. I am just a bigger fan of the love story between him and Sally from the old cartoons and the comics. Like, they just have better chemistry together. Like, Amy is so needy and helpless, but not helpless at the same time. And Sally is just this kind of like strong, well put together, technologically like intelligent, just vastly more intelligent than Sonic and thinks things through. Kind of person, and like their chemistry together, just through the show and through like the comics, is just fantastic. And so I looked at the guy, and I wasted time because it was a timed event. And I looked at him like, I know what you want me to say, but I really feel like it's Amy. I know it's Amy. I know it's Amy. He's like, correct! And I was like, God dang it, I hate all of you for making me say that. But, I don't know, now that I'm older, I'm not nearly as annoyed as I am with Amy, or as I used to be. And real quick here, there's a quick little secret I'm going to show you real quick that involves the spin dash jump and some shenanigans. let's take a quick sec. As soon as the roller coaster ride's over, you hold back towards, or back away from the camera. And you kind of inch your way out here. You can probably be a little faster than me, but you want to land on this platform. I guess you don't need the spin dash jump, you can do that. And then another one here is this. And then if you angle it right, you can do... Come on. Okay, well, launch right up underneath there. Let's try this wall. Because then you can run up the wall and it looks cool. So they made me say that, and I was just distraught the rest of the day. Oh, come on! What is this playthrough? Just a bunch of stuff not working, that's what it is. Okay, well... Not doing that. Going back over again. I ain't doing this crap. I'll land on that one. Make it work. And then just out of spite. I said out of spite. I said out of spite. I said out of spite. Out of spite. Okay, well. You can't make me, game. You can't make me not do this. I've done this like a million times. I swear to God. You know what? Go up here. And I'll just spin in place there. I'm gonna cry because it's not working. There we go. I get it eventually. It always takes me like an hour and a half, but I get there. Yeah. I'm not nearly as like Amy as I used to be. I just keep it up for show because I think it's kind of funny still. But she's gotten, like, in certain situations, gotten better as a character in Boom, because I started watching Boom, or Sonic Boom, for those of you who want the full version of what I'm saying instead of just me saying random words. And her character's not bad. Like, she's kind of silly and funny, but like she's less of a weakling, and she's got more of her own strengths and personality, and I like that. And I think that's what ultimately made me upset about her character in these games, is she's always been just kind of a weak, helpless character with no real redeeming value other than she's kind of not pitiful so much as just like you want to take care of her because of how much she tries, and you like her spirit that she tries so hard, but it's I don't know. Again, she's gotten better. I won't deny that. She's a much stronger, much better character in that sense. But other than that, I don't know. Okay, jumped a little soon. Scared myself. Oh, I messed up. Okay. I'm getting too fancy for my own good, so let's ease it back a little bit. We'll get back in the rhythm. And then we'll stop screwing around and try and be a little more focused on what I'm doing. But I think, I don't know, I still wish, and I know, again, I said this during the like Forces thing, I really wish that they would, at the very least, indulge in an off-story of the SatAM characters. Bring in the old characters if you want, like Knuckles and Amy and all them, people that weren't necessarily there, but at least indulge in that universe, because there's a lot of depth to it that they really could stand to kind of absorb into the main canon in some way, or at least have it as a standalone game. Like, I would absolutely love it if they did it like as a as like an RPG, if they went back and did like another Sonic Chronicles kind of game, like the one that BioWare did, and just had like a nice story-heavy Sonic game, and just really confuse people and be like, what? Why is Sonic so in-depth? I don't understand. Stop it. Stop it? Okay, well, see, this is what I was talking about. About half the time, you're fighting against the game and hoping to God that the actual mechanics don't screw you royally, and now I'm all the way down here. I'll be honest, I don't usually take this path. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, get off there. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Doesn't change the fact that this is not the way I want to go. Get out of here, you cop-looking robots. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, that's just my opinions on the way I'd like the games to go. I think, and I've done reviews on both of them, I think that Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania have been fantastic games in their own right. Again, I know Mania was always, there wasn't a doubt in my mind that one was going to get praise by mainstream game outlets and just people in general. because again, Mania satisfies a global itch that the masses kind of go, yeah, this is how Sonic is supposed to be and stuff like that, and people like me who just enjoy the evolution of Sonic and the way it's come and progressed, we're gonna enjoy the way Forces kind of panned out, because I don't know, Forces got a lot of bad rep, and I didn't think it was necessary because it wasn't nearly as cringy as 06 was in a lot of ways. Like, there was just so many parts where you're just like, the story needs to stop. Everything except for Shadow's story needs to stop, because Sonic's was just this weird, twisted love story that I'm like, really? We're like, you know that you guys get made fun of for being, just, okay, I guess we're going down that road. Okay. And then, I guess, you know, at that point, what was it, Forces had a lot of just, you know, kind of casual parts that were like, yeah, it's a little cringy, but it seems more like it's cringy because it's made for kids rather than just being a bad story in some cases. To that degree, I don't know, I liked, I kind of like Silver Story, but it was basically just Trunks' story from Dragon Ball Z, and I guess if you read, like, one of the official, like, bios on Silver and stuff like that, his character is meant to be modeled, like, after Trunks in a lot of ways, which makes the most sense, but at the end of it, I still think Shadows was the strongest of the three stories, just because, I mean, he had a really badass end scene. Mephiles was a very interesting boss for Shadow, because out of most things in the games, Shadow was pretty unparalleled by most people that weren't Sonic, and even then, it was still kind of obvious he was stronger than Sonic. He may not have been faster, but I don't know. I see these games as just as deep as some of the Dragon Ball Z storylines. I know I'm gonna get shit for saying that, but I mean, not necessarily on the surface, but when you read a lot of the backstory and get into, like, the character arcs and stuff like that, like, you can kind of tell, like, there is some really interesting lore behind a lot of this stuff. And I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Well, Amy's gone. Let's go have a sandwich. Get out of here. Sonic chili dogs? I'll buy. Huh? Just me? You're really gonna go after, aren't you? Why did you do this to me, Sonic? Okay, well, on this note, I mean, we could just end the game here and call it a real win-win for everybody. Chaos can be loose, but at least we got rid of the one thing I didn't really care about. I'm kidding. But we'll be back to save Amy and do more stuff next time on UpmostGames. So thanks for watching. Bye.